Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What's up, yo? Big Cat 305 here. Today we're making Oklahoma fried onion burgers, smash burgers on the Blackstone griddle. Not outside though, it's raining out there. We're bringing it inside on the electric E-Series Blackstone indoor griddle. This little griddle is awesome. I love it. I've cooked on it many times already and I continue to be impressed. So make sure you stick around for that. If you are new to the channel, what we do here is we try to simplify the cooking process, make it easy and fun. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell. If you're a current subscriber, thank you for all your support. We really do appreciate it. Keep hitting that thumbs up and commenting down below. Everybody, let's get cooking. All right, so we're gonna take you back about 100 years ago to the 1920s and 30s. During the Great Depression, we had people waiting in line to try to get some free food. We had parents struggling to feed their families, and that's when the Oklahoma Onion Burger was invented. And that is going to come up in just a minute. Hey, look, fast forward 100 years, and we have some very similar things going on in 2020 with the pandemic. We have businesses closed down, the economy struggling, we have food shortages, and just people waiting in line to get foods. 2021 is much better, but we definitely had some struggles. So let's get into this onion burger. So it starts off with the onion. You want to slice this up real thin, and this is what they did back in the 20s. They decided, you know what, if we slice this real thin, we can incorporate this into the burger since meat was a lot more expensive. So step number one, we are going to thinly slice 1 large or 2 medium onions using a mandolin, grater, or sharp knife. Be careful here, guys. These things are really sharp, okay? Now the goal here is to get it super thin, like I said, so we can incorporate this into the burger. Then you want to break this apart, get those strings as thin as possible, and you can see how thin they are. Almost paper thin there. Then you want to get some good ground chuck, 80-20, and then on to step number 2, which is using 80% lean, 20% fat ground beef, loosely formed 3-ounce balls. Very similar to a smash burger here. So get those ready to go, and then just have your accessories, condiments ready. We have some American cheese, we have some dill pickle slices, we have salt and pepper, and some yellow mustard, and finally we have some Nature's Own perfectly crafted brioche style buns. These things are awesome, let me tell you. When I saw them, I was a little skeptical, but I love them. They came out really good. I like them a lot. So you want to preheat your Blackstone to 425, and this step here is optional. You know me, I love my bread, my buns toasted, so I put a little bit of butter down on those brioche style buns, and I just toasted these down. You don't have to do this. I prefer it, so that's what I did. So it does not take long. Be careful here with this Blackstone. It's real easy to burn your fingers, which I did. I didn't show it, but I did. So toast is ready to go. Take them off, and we will move on. So once we get our toast off, then the next step is to get our meatballs, kind of like a meatball, and you want to get these ready to go. So you want to press them down just a little bit to get that surface area so the onions can stay on top, and then we move on to step number 3. With the heat at 425, place the balls down and give a slight press. Add salt and lots of onions. So there's our salt, and here we're going to add our onions. And when I say add our onions, I mean load it up. Like when you think you've had enough, add twice as much, because these onions are sliced so thin, they are going to incorporate into that meat. And that's kind of what they did in the 20s. They really used them as filler. Just because the meat was more expensive, onions were cheap, so they said, you know what, let's incorporate these onions and make a cheaper way to feed our families. So as you can see here, I am loading these things up. I put as much as not as much as I possibly could, but I put a lot more than I thought was needed, and guess what? They really disintegrate. So load them up really, pile them up. So here's a pro tip here. If you take the back of your spatula and you rub some oil on it, it helps with the smashing. Or you can use wax paper or parchment paper. So step number 4, smash the burgers, pushing the onions into the burger, get them as thin as possible. So I really pushed down on this. You can see that Blackstone kind of going down. I was afraid I was gonna break it, but it held up. So you really want to put some weight into this and just get that burger as thin as possible. You see all those onions just pushing down into the ground beef, and that's kind of what you're looking for. And if some of them go off to the side, no problem. You can use those later on. So once you get them nice and flattened out, you see how much wider they are now, right? But they are going to shrink down. So you see that right there. Literally, you're going to check the bottoms, and literally after about 2 to 3 minutes, because that temperature is up pretty high, we're going to move on to step number 5. After 2 to 3 minutes and the outside edges start to turn color, you're going to flip the burgers. Make sure you get those onions underneath, just like that. You can see the nice crust that we got there. And be careful, flip, and you can see it broke apart a little bit there. That's fine, no problem. These are supposed to be messy burgers. It's almost impossible to make these. If these come out clean looking, then you probably didn't put enough onions or try hard enough. So no problem, you break them up a little bit. We're gonna put some cheese on top of that anyway. Right now, step number 6, add salt, cheese, then place the bottom bun first, followed by the top bun to steam them. So this is where kind of the steps come in handy here, because I got confused a bunch of times when I was trying to figure out how to make these. So you want to put your salt down first, then your cheese. I prefer American. Most people do with these. They melt really well. Then you want to put your bottom buns on top of the cheese, and then your top buns on top of that. And the whole point here is all that steam coming up from those onions is going to go up into the meat as well as the buns. It's going to soften up the buns, and it's going to give it that flavor. Step number 7, remove the top bun using the spatula, scrape underneath the bottom of the patty onions and place on the upside down top bun, then flip right side up. I know it's a mouthful, just watch. It's the easiest way to figure it out. You just scoop it, put it on that top bun that you just took off, and then flip it upside down. Not that difficult. You do it again right here, take off the top bun, scrape underneath, turn the top side upside down, and then right side up. Be very careful here because you can burn yourself. And then that's it. That's the final product. A little close up, we put some pickles on there, put some mustard, and oh, look how beautiful those look. I mean, that is just like beautiful chaos. Look at the onions going everywhere. Oh, let's go check them out. Hoo-wee! We've got ourselves an Oklahoma fried onion burger. I have been wanting to make this for so long. You see how easy it is, step by step. Just follow the instructions, and let me tell you, super fun to make. Not too many ingredients, very easy, and I cannot wait to dig in. But first, a close-up. Check these out, man. Oh yeah, look at all the flavor in that burger. Are you kidding me? All right. Let's dig in. I want this one right here. Look at that. Look at the onions falling off. The pickles. I loaded it up with some pickles and some mustard. Not too much, just enough. And oh man. The pickles is perfect with this burger. The onions are nice and sweet. And all that fat in the burger, the pickles just cuts it nice, perfect. That's ridiculous. Of course, the cheese is ridiculously good too. For a quick, easy burger, the flavors are just out of control. And let me tell you, these buns, man, these buns are perfect for this. Everybody, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll keep on cooking. Big Cat out. Hey guys, before you head out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out our new merchandise as well as our new ebook, Griddling Favorites. Everybody, stay safe and have a great day.